Is it time to get a new barbecue? Is it time to upgrade your outdoor cooking game? This Black Friday, my friends at Monument Grills have you covered. At Monument Grills, they understand that backyard barbecues and cookouts are more than just food. They're about bringing people together. Gifting a Monument Grill is akin to giving the gift of time. Time spent with loved ones and time saved through streamlined cooking processes. For example, the Denali 605 Pro, which I have, can reach 700 degrees Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes, minimizing the wait for that perfect sear. Plus, it offers real-time food temperature alerts via a mobile app, allowing you to engage with your guests while ensuring your meal is cooked to perfection. On the other hand, the Mesa 415BZ provides versatility, enabling you to saute vegetables and simmer sauces while monitoring your meal through its full clear window. All in the lid, all while you host. With a variety of grills to suit any cooking style, these models make excellent gifts for the holiday season. Perfect for the family host, first-time homeowners, or even treat for yourself. Don't miss our Black Friday promotion starting November 26th, where customers can save up to $155 on purchases at monumentgrills.com. It's time to throw some value and some amazing cooking to your grill game. I'm Eric G. To find out more, head to monumentgrills.com.
It's Around the House.
In this episode of Around the House, we're going to be talking holiday shopping. Whether you're looking for that Black Friday deal or a new product to give that loved one, we got you covered today. This episode is brought to you by our friends at Monument Grills. If you're out shopping for that barbecue, the place to go is monumentgrills.com, where they have got some big Black Friday savings, and that puts a lot of money back in your pocket. Now, let's get to the show. Around the House show is brought to you by Pyramid Heating and Cooling. Serving in Oregon, the Portland metro area, and Bend, Oregon, they are your one-stop shop for heating and cooling and indoor air quality. To find out more, head to pyramidheating.com. Oregon CCV 59382.
When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to the Around the House show, the next generation of home improvement. I'm Eric G. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to find out more about us, head over to our website, aroundthehouseonline.com, and check us out on social media. And don't forget, we have a great Facebook closed group called Around the House Nation that you can go over and post your projects up, funny stuff you're working on. I want to see what you guys are working on with your home improvement projects. Well, today we are going to be talking about some of my favorite gift ideas here for the holidays for 2024. I thought, hey, let's do it before Black Friday when we're going to see some sales out there. So that way you guys get to see some stuff that are some ideas for your loved ones. Maybe it's dear old dad, maybe it's dear old mom, anyone in your life that maybe likes to take on projects or is just looking for something cool like a new gadget for your home. Well, today I was going to start out by talking about one of my favorite products, which is Aero Broom. But here's the thing, for $59.95, he sold out. He has them gone until January. So aerobroom.com, check them out, but they are sold out till next year. So maybe you could stick that in a card and take a look. It is half a little tiny blower, and then half of it is a broom. So on one end, you got a little blower, the other half a broom. So it's really cool. So that was going to be our first one today. And well, they're sold out. So we'll go to the second one, which is an amazing pizza oven. Comes in a DIY kit from the Firebrick Co.com. Now let's talk to Ben. Well, I got to say, first off, I am so impressed with what you have created because dang, man, that is a killer pizza oven that is wood fired. I love it. We cook on it weekly and there's a learning curve like any art, but wow, that thing is stunning and it was pretty easy to build.
Thanks, man. That's lovely of you to say. I really appreciate that. And I'm glad to hear you're getting some use out of it and some joy out of it, which is always, I guess, is the idea, is what we want. Because when you build yours, it was a few months ago now.
Yeah, it was kind of over the winter time here. So it was, 6 months or so ago and, just started going after it. And it's really hard to film for television only because all the content that I ran camera on, because it isn't like it's a hard build, but it's just time consuming with the things that you have to do it right.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more. And that's we've got the video series of, to follow along with how to build it. And how long is it? 3.5 hours. And I remember filming them, just thinking it was the second time that we'd filmed the video series. And I remember Joel, the videographer, saying, he's my best friend. He was my best man at my wedding. And he said to me, now, Ben, should we try to make them shorter this time? Should we try and cut down the length of the videos a bit? And I said, Joel, I don't think we can, man. It's a long process. And I want to show all the detail.
Because it makes a difference. It makes a difference. Those videos helped me a lot because you can print out the most great directions, which you've got on the website if you want to see them and look them on online. But really seeing somebody do it on a video is so helpful. And it was to me as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think actually that's why we've been able to sell as many of the ovens as we have, is the videos and the detail that we go into, and they're freely available. Like you don't have to pay to get them or anything. And so I find most of our customers actually tend to watch those videos before they buy. They watch the whole series and then they go, I can actually do this. They go from this attitude of how on earth did they build that to, oh, actually, no, I can see how I could do that, because it's all broken down into little steps. And you just tackle each step and get it done.
Yeah, it was so funny. And, and you have to have patience on this because it's time consuming. It's beautiful. But when you all get it done and it's like, all right, I'm 90% here. Now you have to season it correctly. You got to not ruin your work. So it's anything. It takes some patience, which is like the hardest part, because you're like, this is amazing. I got a few weeks of getting this thing ready now.
I get calls all the time from people they'll say, how long does it take to build? And I'll say, it depends on the oven. It might be the P85 is about 20 hours of work. And they're like, I've got this event coming up in like 3 weeks time or a month's time. And it's a 21st birthday or something. And I just tell them, don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I'm not saying don't build the oven, but if you try to build it to a timeline, firstly, it takes all the fun out of it, because now you have to hustle. You don't get to just enjoy the process. But then you have this stress of, I've got to get it done by then. But really, you've got to finish it at least 2 weeks before the due date, because of the curing times and all those heat up fires you've got to do, that slow drying process. It's a whole thing.
And you don't want your first pizza cook to be in front of all these people. There are steps to learning the art of this.
People do that though. They put themselves through that. And I say, what are you doing? You've just built this oven and you've got like 20 of your best friends over and all your family. And this is your first time doing
You're going to burn it. I promise you. You're going to burn it.
It's going to be a burnt offering, 100%.
It is. And that's okay. But, once you get it down and you realize that, okay, controlling your heat is like anything cooking, is making, understanding where that sweet spot is for your style of pizza you like to cook. It's pretty easy at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's lots of fun. We did a video recently called How to Enjoy a Pizza Party. And it wasn't like, I said out at the start of the video, I said, this is not a video to teach you like the most, amazing dough or like, there's heaps of videos on various doughs, etc. online. But I wanted to try and make the pizza cooking process less catering, like because it can feel like a catering experience where you don't even get to talk to your friends. And so I just set out a few tips to try and make it easier and just to get people started in the process. So not to try to teach them how to make the best pizza right off the bat. You can work up to that. People spend like their whole careers, as pizza professionals trying to nail it, but we just want to get them started so then they can build on that and just enjoy it.
There's people out there that'll go, hey, I just want this little propane thing to throw on the countertop, and awesome, that's your jam. There's nothing better than wood fire. So this to me, I think, is the most cost-effective way to do it, to build something professional, and that is going to be a statement piece for your outdoor kitchen.
You mentioned like the smaller like benchtop ovens, and I actually have no problem with those. I think they're a really cool idea. If all you want to do is just cook maybe half a dozen pizzas, that's it. Then maybe that would actually be the best oven for you. I would actually say if you rang us up and said, hey, Ben, like it's just me and my wife and we don't really entertain much and we just want to cook like maybe 3 or 4 pizzas on a weekend, which oven would you recommend for us? I'd say probably don't get one of ours because it would be wasteful. It takes a fair bit of fuel to heat our ovens up and you really want to get value out of that. So no, I don't think those benchtop ovens are bad. In fact, we get a lot of people calling us saying, I've had one of those benchtop ovens. I love it. And I love making pizza, but I've hit the limit of it. I want to do more.
To learn more about them, head to the firebrickco.com. That's the Firebrick Company. Round the House, we'll be right back with more gifts for you just after these important messages. Don't change that dial.
Be allowed to be so hot. So many people with that. If I could dream.
Are you a small business owner? Has business slowed down? How is your website? Does it look like it's seen better days and those are behind it? It's time you fix it with SciPipe Designs. My friend Johnny that you've heard on this show each week, yeah, that's him playing in the background, is my go-to web designer that understands how to get your website and web traffic where it needs to be, and that's making you money. If you want personalized service at a much lower price than those big companies out there, check him out at sitehypedesigns.com. If you want a rockstar website to turn your business around, you gotta hire the rockstar. Just wait till you see my website coming soon. It's absolutely amazing. Contact Johnny at sitehypedesigns.com before it costs you even more money. Let's get that business turned around.
No, I'm never gonna linger by the wayside. Not this time.
Is it time to get a new barbecue? Is it time to upgrade your outdoor cooking game? This Black Friday, my friends at Monument Grills have you covered. At Monument Grills, they understand that backyard barbecues and cookouts are more than just food. They're about bringing people together. Gifting a Monument Grill is akin to giving the gift of time. Time spent with loved ones and time saved through streamlined cooking processes. For example, the Denali 605 Pro, which I have, can reach 700 degrees Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes, minimizing the wait for that perfect sear. Plus, it offers real-time food temperature alerts via a mobile app, allowing you to engage with your guests while ensuring your meal is cooked to perfection. On the other hand, the Mesa 415BZ provides versatility, enabling you to saute vegetables and simmer sauces while monitoring your meal through its full clear window. All in the lid, all while you host. With a variety of grills to suit any cooking style, these models make excellent gifts for the holiday season. Perfect for the family host, first-time homeowners, or even treat for yourself. Don't miss our Black Friday promotion starting November 26, where customers can save up to $155 on purchases at monumentgrills.com. It's time to throw some value and some amazing cooking to your grill game. I'm Eric G. To find out more, head to monumentgrills.com. Welcome back to the Around the House Show, the next generation of home improvement. Thanks for joining me today. This hour is brought to you by my friends at Monument Grill. If you're looking for a killer barbecue, especially during this holiday season, you got to look out for their Black Friday specials coming up. Check them out at monumentgrills.com. Now, the next one here is an important one, and it's a really important one. Now, here's the thing. I tell you what, first off, these are not all expensive things. Of course, we just talked about an amazing brick wood-fired pizza oven kit. This next one here is expensive if you're writing a check for it. But if you look at what it saves you as far as your time, and if you're paying for somebody to clean your house, this is the ultimate tool. And there is nothing in my house that has bought me back more time to our household and then this. This is a robot vacuum, floor scrubber, dryer. This thing is amazing. And I have not found anything that cleans anywhere close to this. And I've been using this for almost a year now, and this thing is spectacular. This is made by Robo, and this is their S8 Max V Ultra. Now, they are going to have looking on their website, they're going to have save up to $700 on Robo vacuums. Let me talk about the one that I have. And as you know, if you're a listener to the show, you know that I have two big, nice black dogs, and one of them loves to shed like nobody's business. And so it is a constant battle with all my hard floors, and I have hardwood floors, to keep the dog hair from being a pile, because these awesome dogs love to shed. So here's the thing. This goes out, and what's cool about this is the S8 Max V Ultra. And I tell you what, they have got a sale on this thing like nobody's business that you want to pay attention to. And here's what's cool about this thing. It is an 8-in-1, and it's got what they call the Rock Dock. This is what this thing does. And I tell you what, they're not paying me to say this. This thing is amazing. So it does hot water mop washing and heated air drying, so you don't have all these wet floors around there. Intelligent dirt detection, auto detergent dispense, and auto dust emptying. So it docks itself, cleans the mop, empties the dust, pumps out the dirty water, puts in clean, and it goes out and keeps going. It's got a flexi arm design side brush, so up against cabinets, your trim, things like that. It's got the extra edge mopping system. And I tell you what, this thing has the 10,000 PA extreme suction, and it's got their VibraRinse 3.0 mopping system. It's got the liftable brush and mop, and it's got a reactive AI 2.0 obstacle recognition. So if it sees, something on the floor, and trust me, this is a big deal, it goes around it. So if your dog has a mistake on the floor, it will go, hey, I'm not going to go spread that around the house. And that's what's cool about this. And so it's got the dirt detect technology. It's got the voice assistant, which they call Hello Rocky. It's got video call and cruise, so you can see where it's going. And it also has pet snaps and search for the pet, so it'll actually go out and look for your pet. And then it has their smart plan technology, which is absolutely amazing. And it is cool. It is really cool. So what this thing does, it has its own app. It'll go around and clean, and it detects where, and it's small enough. It goes, it'll go under the range. It's that small. So my Pro Style gas range, it goes underneath it. It goes under the entertainment center. If you've got a couch that's not super contemporary, short to the ground, it will go under that. So it's really slim and how it goes in there. And I tell you what, this thing, and I will say this personally, this thing is so much better than if I go get a hot mop and I'm mopping that whole floor and I'm doing it by hand, I can't ever get it this clean without getting on my hands and knees with clean rags and doing it by hand. It's just that good. And you can see by the dirt that it pulls out. When I ran it the first time, Julie came home, my wife, and went, I've never seen the floors this clean. No matter how hard we scrub them, it just did that good. And so I can run that thing once a day on the floors. It goes around and scrubs them. And it has kind of like a terry cloth type towel that it uses for the scrubber. And it knows when it gets dirty, it goes, oh, time to go back to the dock. Goes back, scrubs the mop head, goes back out and cleans it again. Now, what's cool about this is it has its own little thing. So you can get, depending on the size, a few washes out of it. It's down to square footage. How big is your house? How often you go through the water? But really, it goes through and it tells you that, hey, you need to empty the water bin or add water or empty the wastewater. And it's got its own vacuum bag in there. So all the dog hair and the dirt and stuff goes into a bag, which is really a lot cleaner than some of the ones that go into their, they just don't work well. And I had another brand that is way common out there. And this is 10 times the vacuum. I am shocked how good this thing does. And it has been really flawless for me. Now, the only thing I can say is if I don't run it for 3 or 4 days and my dog, it will eventually clog up because it's trying to suck way too much into it. And it doesn't understand, like if I get big balls of hair in there, of course, it's going to plug it up. But it takes me like 10 seconds to pick it up, take out the roller real quick. I don't have to have tools, reach in there, pull it out, and it'll do it. And that's on me for just not maintaining stuff. But I tell you what, check them out at us.roborock.com. You can get them on Amazon, stuff like that. But they have got some Black Friday sales here that are amazing. So let me look here and see what they are on that Roborock here. I'm curious to see what they're doing here. I'm going to take a look at what this is. I'm going to buy now. Let's see what it says. I'm curious. Let's go over here and see what it is. So the S8 Max V Ultra, which is their top of the line one. They have other models. So if you don't need all that, if you just have carpet, you don't have to get the mop, but it's that same technology that works so good. Now, these things at first, when they came out, sold out so quickly because people got them and they went, wow, what is this thing? And let's take a look here. Now, they do have them at like Best Buy and things like that. But let me take a look here. Now, you can also get them if you want to. They have an S Max V Ultra with a refill and drainage system where you can actually plumb it in as well, which is kind of cool. That's not a bad little gig right there for that. So if you've got a laundry room or something you want to plumb it into, it's a pretty cool deal. So let's see, where are we at on this? All right, this is how good a deal this is. This is regular $17.99, which is what it's been all year. They have it for Black Friday at $1,099. And if you're paying somebody to clean your house, you can save some serious money because you're going to take hours off your cleaning bill each week. And you can just hit the button on your phone and clean it up right there. So check it out. They've got a sale on up to $700 on their stuff over there at us.roborock.com. And it is dog approved. I can tell you that. Check it out. You can see it. I'll put the link up for all of these things. Head over to aroundthehouseonline.com and I'll actually put a little thing up there with the links on it. And I'll have it on the front page over there for you this week. And I'll have that up there so you can take a look. Around the House will be right back. We got more just as soon as Around the House returns.
Let's sound that fan that keeps us breathing.
Is it time to get a new barbecue? Is it time to upgrade your outdoor cooking game? This Black Friday, my friends at Monument Grills have you covered. At Monument Grills, they understand that backyard barbecues and cookouts are more than just food. They're about bringing people together. Gifting a Monument Grill is akin to giving the gift of time. Time spent with loved ones and time saved through streamlined cooking processes. For example, the Denali 605 Pro, which I have, can reach 700 degrees Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes, minimizing the wait for that perfect sear. Plus, it offers real-time food temperature alerts via a mobile app, allowing you to engage with your guests while ensuring your meal is cooked to perfection. On the other hand, the Mesa 415BZ provides versatility, enabling you to saute vegetables and simmer sauces while monitoring your meal through its full clear window. All in the lid, all while you host. With a variety of grills to suit any cooking style, these models make excellent gifts for the holiday season. Perfect for the family host, first-time homeowners, or even treat for yourself. Don't miss our Black Friday promotion starting November 26th, where customers can save up to $155 on purchases at monumentgrills.com. It's time to throw some value and some amazing cooking to your grill game. I'm Eric G. To find out more, head to monumentgrills.com. Welcome back to the Around the House Show, the next generation of home improvement. Thanks for joining me today. I am Eric G. If you want to find out more about us, head to aroundthehouseonline.com. We've been talking about some of my favorite products and buys for Black Friday and the holiday season. And if you like outdoor cooking like I do, we're always looking for a great deal. And this segment's brought to you by our friends at Monument Grills. If you're looking for that great barbecue, they've got you covered with some killer Black Friday sales, up to $155 on purchases at monumentgrills.com. And I tell you what, they have got some great deals for you as well. When you're looking at great value, where you can saute vegetables all the way through and you're looking through the glass on the front door so you're not burning stuff and losing heat, they got you covered. Now let's go talk to Monument Grills. You guys are really bringing a ton of value to the marketplace, getting a lot of those high-end features that most people couldn't afford in an affordable grill.
Absolutely. That's been our strategy since we started the business over 8 years ago. And it was really to emulate or re-engineer the great features that we see at the higher end, but then deliver it with quality at a significantly lower price. The minimum is we look for 20-30% savings below the national brands. And we know Winston, Tom, and I, the three of us, former executives at Home Depot and involved in the sourcing and selling of these categories. We knew what factory to go to. We found the factory, and we know that we've got a great partner. And the interesting thing is that when we came out of COVID, our factory in that time really doubled down on the engineering, adding new specifications, upgrading. A lot of grill manufacturers stood back. And we really are on a fast track now in terms of gaining share because of the value that we're seeing across our grill format across North America.
Man, no kidding. And I have the Denali D605 at my house. And I tell you what, that is a killer grill for the value. And it doesn't matter if I'm throwing burgers or a steak or some barbecue chicken on there. So far, that has had wonderful temperature control and the features. And wow, it is powerful cooking, which I enjoy.
It's a 6-burner grill, so it gives you that more cooking space. But in that, it has some features built in that are phenomenal. And I'm going to start with Clearview. We use it's trademark Clearview glass. If you do any grilling, you like to know what's going on inside, but you don't want to lose that heat. And we have this, we've recently upgraded and redesigned this. We made it a wider viewing area, and we moved the temperature control. We added a digital temperature control over the side shelf so that we're able to have that clear shot. So yes, you do have to clean, just like you have an oven, you do have to clean the glass a couple times a year. But even if it's a little smoke covered, you'll see a flare up in there, and you'll just be a better cooking without losing the $50, $80 steak that you threw on there because you didn't see a flare up coming. So it's a phenomenal opportunity. We also have something interesting too with our knob system. It's a three-phase knob system. It's white when it's off. Mm-hmm. And then when you turn it on high, it goes to red. And then when you turn it down to low, it goes to an amber color. And what's great about this is that it lets you see, you finish cooking, you're pulling your steaks off, you're going to sit down, and then you look back over the grill and you say, oh my goodness, I left the burners on. So it's a good way to see the range of where you're setting the temperature, but also most importantly, save the gas and turn them off afterwards. So it's a nice feature we have and it's a great opportunity. The other thing that's really great about the grill is the cooking system that we put in place. This grill our conventional burner has a highest temp of about 680 degrees, and it gets up to about 570 degrees in 10 minutes. This grill system has 2 different sets of burners inside. 5 of them are our new Blake infrared burner system. It gets up to a temperature of 700 degrees, and it can be at 680 in 10 minutes. And as you mentioned, and you've already seen it, you get that high, even heat I call it fast, high, even heat. And it's that distribution that is fantastic. The other thing inside there, we have a ceramic infrared burner also built into the grill. And that gives you heating up to 700 degrees within 10 minutes. And it's perfect for searing. And what's really great about that ceramic burner that we have in there, this grill also includes Monument grillware. So right above this ceramic burner, you can put a round grid. You can put a dual-sided sear grate for like a diamond pattern.
Yep.
You could also put a pizza stone on there. In addition to that, we have an insert that lets you do a griddle. And pizza stones have been recently hot. Griddle's been hot for a good bit, and griddles have been around for a while. So this is the grill that lets you do all those versatile cooking applications all in the same cooking area. And you can also have that going on while you have the other burners on the other side at a different heat. The other thing that this grill has, it includes a searing station outside of the firebox, and it's a 12,000 BTU, and it gets up to 860 degrees. So it's a phenomenal grill because of the space it gives you and the features of the cooking system. And we're really thrilled about how well it cooks. And I cook on one of these at my house as well. I love it. And the biggest thing being is exactly what you said. It's just the fast, high, even heat.
My cooking style has been charcoal for a number of years. And the reason why I didn't go gas over the years or left gas was because the grills that I was using wouldn't get that crust on the outside that I really wanted, because I just didn't get that even temperature. And I just didn't have as good a cooking. And now I can do the same exact cooking that I'm getting with that same style of heat coming off of the real fire with this. And it has changed how fast I can turn around for cooking dinner with a charcoal. It's like, all right, I got to be cooking here in about an hour, so I better go get the grill ready. Where here, I'm ready to roll.
Exactly. And here, if you use that searing station on the side, let's say you throw a couple steaks on there, you sear it, then you can put it on the main grill in the firebox, and you can set the temperature down low too. So you can sear it, and then you can cook it slow. The other thing that I mentioned is we moved the thermometer out of the main glass. We put it on our digital control center on the right. We have 2 temperature probes. So you can have 2 different meats on the grill and have them cooking to different temperatures. And that app, we have an app that goes with this, Bluetooth, that allows you to monitor what's going on in the grill, even if you're not standing right there. So it's another added feature of staying in control of the big investment you're putting on this meal. Not everybody's doing hot dogs and hamburgers, but it lets you deliver a wonderful flavored meal cooked right every time.
And that's important when you're going to the grocery store with meat prices these days and you grab 2 steaks and it's $50. You want it to turn out right.
Yeah, and if you try to go low on the price per pound and don't get as nice a cut of meat, you're going to wish you'd had chicken, right? So it's a good idea. It's a good idea to spend the money there, and it's great to invest in a grill. This grill retails. It's online now on monumentgrill.com. It's coming soon to Lowe's.com and HomeDepot.com. It retails for $8.99, and you can look at the features that we deliver and the cooking performance you get out of it, and it's phenomenal. And there's another added feature that's really cool about this grill. Some people don't like the gas grilling because they don't like carrying those propane tanks around. Worse yet is hooking it up and putting it underneath the grill. And this grill has a slide out rack that lets you bring the tray out. You just very simply set it on top, slide it back in, and it's ready to lock and load. Yeah, it's an awesome feature.
You mean I don't have to go back to the everyone else's barbecue in this price range where I reach my hand out underneath there and try not to burn the top of my hand off on the bottom of the plate underneath there? I can actually pull out on the drawer and actually pull it out and check it and change it, turn it off and on without burning myself. I love it. A special thanks to Bill Goodwin from Monument Grills, talking about their amazing barbecues. Now, when we come back, we got so much more. We're diving into some new products for you as well that you might not want to miss. This stuff is cool. We'll do that just as soon as Around the House returns. We're just getting started. Hey guys, it's Eric G, and I have a special offer for you. Do you want to get the podcast a couple days early? How about extended content that isn't in the typical podcast? Maybe you want to check out all the back episodes of the show. And I got a special deal for the first 10 days are free. I want to personally invite you to be an Around the House insider. For about $4 a month, you can get exclusive extended episodes, early access to the weekend show, and exclusive access to me, Eric G., for project questions or comments. Check on the link on your podcast player in the show notes or head to aroundthehouseonline.com and look for the join here button. Make sure and sign up today. As always, thanks for tuning in to Around the House. Hey, it's Eric G. from Around the House. Are you tired of low quality water in your home? Do you have bad tasting water? How about chemicals, minerals, and hard water scale tearing up your bathrooms, appliances, and your water heater? I have a great solution for you. It's time you stop the damage and check out King Water Filtration. This water treatment system takes care of every drop of water that comes into your home. It uses no salt, no expense filters to change, and it's made right here in the USA. Plus, it prevents hard water scale. To find out more information, head to kingwaterfiltration.com, and if you use promo code ERIC-23, it will give you $1,000 off MSRP with a discount on a filter that will resolve those water quality issues. Don't miss out on this amazing sale on a product made right here in the USA at kingwaterfiltration.com. That's kingwaterfiltration.com. And don't forget promo code ERIC-23. Welcome back to the Around the House Show, the next generation of home improvement. I'm Eric G. Thanks for having fun with us today here on the first hour of the Around the House Show. If you want to find out more about us, head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. Like I said before, I'm going to have a list of all these products here that we've been talking about today. And there's a lot of cool stuff out there, from Black Friday sales to new products that I've seen. And speaking of Black Friday sales, this segment is brought to you by my friends at Monument Grills. If you're looking for a brand new barbecue, or you want to get somebody for someone that you care about, now's the time. We have a Black Friday sale coming up here that you don't want to miss, where customers can save $155 on purchases at monumentgrills.com. So thanks for being a sponsor of Around the House Show. Now, I got to say, I had a lot of fun today while I was out. And this was cool. So right up the street from me, like 10 minutes from my house, is the knife company Gerber. And I tell you what, those guys in there are absolutely amazing. Total fun. There's a lot of their stuff that is made in USA. I literally watched sheets of steel get stamped out, cut, made, hydroformed handles made, all this stuff going on from everything. And it is so cool to see made in USA stuff. And we played in the custom shop, made an around the house knife. That was awesome. And my just thanks to the people over at Gerber. A lot of good things going on with those guys. And they're bringing more stuff into the States here in Portland, Oregon to make it. And it's their 85th anniversary this year. So Portland, Oregon is a knife capital of the world. So many brands are made here, from, of course, Gerber, you got Leatherman, you got Kershaw, and the list goes on and on as you go down. This is just a knife area, which is super fun. When I was in Gerber, there was something that I didn't realize that they did on a limited basis for their 85th anniversary. So they came up with a stunning 85th anniversary chef knife. And so these chef knives, they're only making 85 of them. And there's one for the founder, named after the founder, and the two kids. So you have 3 different ones, and there's only 85 of each of them. So that's a real limited run. And it comes in a very cool black walnut hand-built case. This thing is stunning, beautiful. This knife is gorgeous. I was super impressed in how, and it's a little bit more money. But if you go on and look at the other high-end knives out there, it is in a good price point at $300. So check it out. Go to the anniversary. Go to shop on Gerber.com, gerbergear.com. Head over there. Take a look at it. I watched them make these things right there. So made in USA. And if you're looking for a super high quality, beautiful chef knife as a gift, yeah, it's $300, but it's something that's going to last you a lifetime if you take care of it. So take a look over at gerbergear.com. That was super fun today to spend a few hours going through the shop, enjoying it, and really watching them build knives from start to finish. So super cool. I was watching them assemble all these different things over there, from their military shovels to multi-tools to, again, lots of cool knives, from auto assist to everything else. It was really cool to watch that family. There were people there that have been there for 30, 45 years at the same company. And it's such a family affair. I talked to somebody, oh, that's my son that works over there. That's my mom that works over there. That's, my daughter that works over there. And I love seeing happy companies with just people as one big family. And that is Gerber. So hats off to those guys. It was really cool to see that. It'll be coming up on an upcoming segment here of Around the House Northwest that you won't want to miss. Now, in this segment, I wanted to talk about something that is really cool in the smart lock space, and that is Acora. And they have a bunch of different products out there. So if you're looking for a smart door handle, a smart deadbolt, I tell you what, there's some cool stuff out there. So, and there's some ridiculous Black Friday prices out there, which is really cool. So Acora, if you look at their smart lock U50, regularly $149.99, 40% off at $89.99. Their smart lock, the U100, regularly $189. Deal, 32% off at $129. Their U300, which is their high-end smart lock, $229 regularly, $179, 22% off. And they got a lot of cameras, like their camera E1, 33% off, on sale for $39.99. Their video doorbell, which is high quality as well, on sale at 25% off at $89.99. And they have their presence sensor, which is their FP2 at $54.59 at 34% off. And their door and window sensor bundle, which is 3 pieces, at $33.99 at almost a third off. So lots of stuff. Temperature humidity sensors bundle, another 3-pack for $38.89. Of course, the water leak sensor bundle, 3 pieces at $38.49. And of course, the hub that you need to have to power everything, that's $99.99, down from $129.99. So cool stuff. Lots of great stuff. And so many cool pieces like that. And Acora is AQARA. And these guys make some amazing stuff. And I think there's a lot of value here for these guys. And they build some really great stuff for smart home. And let's talk a little bit about them here, of the stuff that they work with. And then we'll talk about another brand that they have called Flick, which is another company that's really cool. So let's first talk about the smart locks here, which is really cool. So their smart lock, which is the U300 that I was talking about, and that's the one that I said was on sale for $179.99. This is really cool. So it is a regular door lever handle lock. And what's cool about this, it has a keypad on it. So it's a smarter handle on home security, which is cool. So it works with Matter over Thread support, so which is really cool. And it works with NFC and Apple Home keys. It's got an ergonomic fingerprint reader, and it has 7 additional unlocking methods. So PIN code, Bluetooth, USB-C. It has got emergency charging and all the different things you can do to get in there, which is cool. So, but it's got also that security and durability. So it's just a solid outdoor use, operates down to negative 22 degrees and in rainy conditions. So it's really a great way to work. They've got temporary passwords. So if you've got somebody coming over to visit, that works as well. And so it also works with the whole Acora Home, which is a great system that I've been using around here. I tested out one of these locks at my house here, and I did the Smart Lock U50, which is their deadbolt. And that thing is super cool. And at $89.99, that is a killer deal. I really like this thing. And so it's just a great deadbolt. It works with Apple Home and Home Key support, automations with Acora and third-party devices. So it works with Matter, Google Home, Alexa, IFTT, and more. So it really has that smart home integration. So it also tells you the door status and also has temporary offline passwords you can use. So your iPhone is the key, which is very cool. So you could come home, basically just come home with tap your phone up against it with your iPhone or your watch, and it knows that, guess what? It's going to work. And so it'll open up for you, which works out really well. So there's a lot of different ways to do that. You can share the temporary access. So you can really basically unlock it any way you want to. So it's a really good way to do it. And it works with all the different systems: Google Home, IFTT, Apple Home, Amazon Alexa, Alexa Home. So all those cool things. So think about all these products. I'm going to put the link to this up on Around the House online.com so you can see it up there. If you're looking online, just go to Aqara, AQARA.com, and they'll have that over there for your Black Friday deals. Take a look there. Now, there's another product we were talking about out there called Flick, and that is FLIC. They call it Flick the smartest button. So the website for these guys is flick.io. And think about them as a smart button. It's like a little remote control for making things simpler in life. So basically, you're going to take it and you push or twist. So basically, you just control anything with a push. So whether it's blinds, whether it's a light, whether it's a door lock, whatever you're doing, you can control that right there. And again, works with Apple HomeKit, Matter, Amazon Alexa, and a bunch of other stuff. So you can get into smart things, IFTT, Sonos, all the details are over there. So you have an option. You have 3 triggers. So you can go push, double push, or hold. And these things are affordable. So for everyone from November 25th to the 2nd of December, if you are going to want 20% off on all existing web prices, use discount code BF20. As far as pricing, let's talk about that for a second. Pretty affordable. The Flick button single pack, $35. The Flick twist, which is one that you can twist, is $80. And of course, you got your sale prices on top of that. They got the Flick Hub Mini, all these other different bundles and packages. So take a look at it. If you want to go the Flick button starter kit, that's $99. All right, guys, this wraps up our number 1. And of course, check it out online over at my website, aroundthehouseonline.com, because I'll have all the details and links over there. Thanks for tuning in to Around the House. We'll see you next hour.
If I could dream.
Are you a small business owner? Has business slowed down? How is your website? Does it look like it's seen better days and those are behind it? It's time you fix it with SciPipe Designs. My friend Johnny, that you've heard on this show each week, yeah, that's him playing in the background, is my go-to web designer that understands how to get your website and web traffic where it needs to be. And that's making you money. If you want personalized service at a much lower price than those big companies out there, check him out at sitehypedesigns.com. If you want a rockstar website to turn your business around, you gotta hire the rockstar. Just wait till you see my website coming soon. It's absolutely amazing. Contact Johnny at sitehypedesigns.com before it costs you even more money. Let's get that business turned around.